Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the MMO 101 where we play MMOs and then we grade MMOs. And yeah, I'm lost in the dark in Embers Adrift.
A great way to start the stream.
I have no idea where I am. So this feels like real life.
How many weeks have you been playing this now, Draq, and you're still lost in the second zone, really?
Anybody who knows me knows that I am not good with directions. So while
you and me in the same boat. Dude, I guess that's probably why we got lost so often in Guild Wars 2.
When I got my GPS on my phone, that was the best day of my life. Like I don't have to be constantly lost driving around.
I feel you on that one,
dude. But tonight we have a full crew. Very excited about that. We have myself, your resident wizard. We have our eternal lore and pronunciation ranger, Therek.
I can teach you how to say words. Yes, I can. Hello.
We have our fellow Midgard, who we will not hold that against him, Mr. Nathan Napalm.
Everybody.
I do, there was a little bit of a brouhaha about DAOC the other day, but Nathan and I, we hugged it out, and then I did get this quote from him, just to just to make things friendly. So everybody, just listen to this quote.
So listen, know what you're thinking? I'm going to be getting asked this all night. Vote Hibernia. Oh yeah. Not edited at all.
Purely just out of the blue. I don't know where that came from. So
I'll be starting my Hibernian here this week, though. I can keep pace with you guys.
Perfect. We have Sparoh. How we doing, Sparoh?
Good, doing good.
Stands in the Dire. How we doing?
Oh, we are tired. We are stormy outside.
And we are stormy.
If I disappear, it's the tornado.
Jeez,
he's gone full on Dorothy with the tornado. They've taken him away.
Oh no! And I have Cryptfox with the correct logo, but it says stands.
I have.
This is.
I mean, we are twins.
This is why I need constant supervision.
So is he stands on stand?
Oh, there's stands in front of me.
Hey, Stan, how are you doing?
Not bad, Stans. How you doing?
Cryptfox
is doing great, Stans.
Cryptfox is off for the holidays, so he is here on camera tonight.
Yeah.
Like Gula Gula's proper use of lit there. Those who stands and fire together are lit. That's perfect.
That's awesome. I'll fix that here in a second. But tonight I think we've decided to do some elites. Therek has said that we can exiles. I keep getting elites.
Maybe elite exiles. Who knows?
Elite exiles. But we can go deeper in the exile camp, so we're gonna give that a shot.
Yeah. And I definitely don't have a quest to go deep in the exile camp.
So it's all about getting Therek's quest done and perception pings. Got it.
That's right. That's right.
We were doing DASC the other night, and someone said, "Do you guys ever stream any new games?" And I was like, "You mean like new, like 2003, 2004?"
New World.
Yeah. What's your bar for new?
New World's pretty new.
New World's pretty new. Yeah.
How do you feel about emulators?
We're playing a brand new game right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Brand new.
The freshest one. This is the freshest one.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Super.
Yeah, you know what? New games are no guarantee of fun. Like it's just not a... New does not equal always better.
Right. What am I looking forward to the most coming up soon? The Witcher 3 re-release.
Oh,
I gotta check that out, man. I gotta check that out because it is one of my favorite games.
It's so good. Yeah. Oh man, that makes a lot of sense that you would love it. The lore is so cool.
Oh, there's a 4-pull.
Sorry about that. I was trying to grab one and a bunch came.
What do you think, guys?
I'm slowed.
I'm gonna try to get this white one. He's getting beat on.
Okay, we got him held. I see that the hands are there if you want to hold one. Okay.
So for those of you that like Embers Adrift and Pantheon, you need to go check out Therek's video from today. Comparing.
Yeah, that video has done pretty well, actually. I'm very happy with the conversation and the comments in it, because a lot of people are a lot of strong opinions about this game from the Pantheon community, and I'm very pleased to see it. So basically, if you haven't seen it, it's like a comparison of like, you know, what do the Pantheon community want from this game that they aren't getting, you know? Like, what is this game not delivering that you're looking for?
I feel like you talked a few people into buying this game, and then you talked a few people out of buying this game as well.
I agree. I think you're right.
I'm down.
Sparrow's down.
Oh
I
no!
was trying, Sparrow.
Yeah,
Time
too
I
much
get one on me,
healing.
another will get on you.
Yeah, I just got the other one onto me.
I'm gonna crack a potion here.
Yeah, Therek, you may be the sacrifice here, buddy.
That's fine. It's my pull. I should be sacrificed.
You are the wind beneath my wings, Therek.
Endurance.
We on this double white here?
I'm just letting Nathan try and grab him.
Potion. That's the heal. Waiting for endurance. I'll spit right in his face.
It needs magic. It does need magic. You
Yeah,
know,
that was the number one thing. That was the number one thing people said.
Yeah.
Is that
Now-
it's not whimsical enough. Like, it's not high fantasy enough, and that takes away so much from what people
Takes
want.
away a lot, yeah.
The-
Now, I will say that after I went to Dryfoot the other day for the first time, I am pretty happy with that zone as far as fantasy creatures are concerned.
That's the level 30 zone is the Dryfoot?
20.
20?
Well, you can go before 20. About 15. That might be a little rough, but if you're in a full party, you could go at 15.
Oh.
See, that is very interesting to me, and that's what I'm looking for. Like, that's gonna keep me playing. Like, just knowing that is gonna keep me playing.
Yeah, it's worth it. Go to Dryfoot and then make your decision. To be honest, if you can make it to Dryfoot, because that sold the game for me. I was like, you know what? I'm seeing this game all the way through. This is a really cool zone. Not gonna give away anything,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just
Don't
trust
tell
me.
But you did say the other night. I think it was you that said there is a dragon in this game, right?
There should be.
Somewhere, somehow.
I saw something pretty darn close. I'll say that.
Okay.
Pretty darn
Here's-
close. Close enough. Close enough for government work.
Okay. Sorry about that poll. I thought only one would come. I don't know why they.
Ooh.
That's
blitzed
part of the
like that.
game, to be honest.
Start off with the clinch.
just priming us for an evening of intense gaming.
Lone Ninja says the focus on Blue Stan's face.
This
forgot
combat is so fast.
I forgot I gotta change
Blue
the
stand.
thing.
Blue stands.
Because there's two stands.
Well, there's blue stands and purple stands.
Stands, yeah.
Oh, I see. I didn't get it. Okay, got it.
What about
Stands the
brown
blue.
stands? None.
Stands the blue and stands the purple.
Crypt, you can go there. I can't go there.
So the quest I have says I have to infiltrate the Exile camp, and I think the spot we have to get to is sort of like, I'll try and guide us there, but it's pretty far in.
Welcome to the stream, Cryptfox. Yay!
Yay.
Yeah.
I will forever be, for the rest of the stream, stands 2.
Purple stands.
Stands 1 and stands 2.
You are my better stands.
Well,
We understands.
there was the ogres that were in the Pantheon newsletter. Like, was that last month? Ogre 1 and Ogre 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were.
And that was like, that's how they roll in all MMOs is Ogre 1 and Ogre 2.
And if you watched the co-stream, you saw them as well. They had a cameo in the co-stream.
Yep, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching that co-stream like a hawk for everybody. I saw Desrin and
Yep.
I know.
Therek's group. It was great.
Yeah, we were in there. Yeah, it was fun. I did that too. I was like actually counting the number of people that buffed Co. That I'm like, community shout out buff, because it was like 6 people that ran around and threw a buff on him, mostly cleric stuff. But yeah, it was fun to watch.
Super cool.
So do you want me to pull or Stans? Do you want to pull?
Oh god, I don't want to pull.
No. Oh right, you're on Berserker. Why? I just always assume you're a
Healers,
tank.
pull now.
Nathan's our tank. I forget. Nathan, you want to
Oh,
pull?
I pull plenty on the healer anyway, but not in here.
You want me to pull?
Sure.
Okay.
How quickly do these repop?
Do you guys like to live on the edge tonight?
Oh yeah,
not
we
too
do. Hey, F,
Proved it with that first pull.
for your information, I want to try to switch to dual wielding daggers rather than axe. I'm gonna see if that spices it up a little bit.
Yeah, I saw your comment there, Draq. You said that after watching the video, you were like, you wanted to try a different class. Like you were like,
Yeah, but then
maybe I'm just doing it wrong.
then Tetsu listed out all the classes, and I was like, no, Berserker's what I want.
You got to give another class a shot. I totally think you got to give another.
You
class
think that's what it is? I just need
Maybe it
to get a different class. So which class should I be? I definitely want to be DPS.
What game? What are you all talking about right now? What game?
This game.
Okay. You're thinking about switching classes? This late in the game?
Oh, Berserker is just half my skills make it so all I do is auto attack. I'm just like,
Oh, okay.
so boring.
I think you go Brigand just because of what Mugen has told me about the Brigand. I think you might
That's the one.
feel the Brigand.
Okay.
But look at the site and talk to Mugen, see what he says, because it like this is the kind of game where like it's tough to reroll, right?
Yeah. Do you want a DPS job where you might be asked to CC?
I mean, I don't mind
Right.
crowd control. That doesn't bother me.
Cool. Then Brigand.
Brigand, everybody that plays it seems to love it.
All
I
right.
don't know that.
That's what I've
I'm-
heard.
I just need
I'm
something
just,
a little bit more involved. What I'm doing now is just I just hit one button and then it just auto attacks, and I'm just like,
Oh, jeez. All right.
Okay.
Hang on.
3.
Let's run it. Let's run it back just a bit. We'll lose some of them. Everybody just keep your weapons off of your hands for a moment.
and I have to say, after playing DAOC and like looking at all the classes that are in DAOC,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
dude.
just
That
like,
spoiled me
it's
so
just
bad.
like, then you get to Embers and you're just like, this is a little sad.
I'm gonna grab Big Boy here.
Okay.
And those classes are like drastically different, like completely different of what they
Nice.
The other
do.
Big Boy's he's running back, so we got 2 now. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, you can't compare the classes in this to DAOC. It's not even a fair fight. right? Like, it's just-
I know it's
It
brutal.
does spoil you though, because like I've been playing DAOC and like today I was like I'm gonna play some Embers, and then I just sat at my computer looking at it and was like, no, I'll just wait for the Pantheon Plus.
You really love that game, eh, Nathan?
I
It's
do love Dark
weird.
Age a lot. Tonight we were hunting Hibs in Dark Age Camelot, and I had everybody in my guild hype that every single Hib could be Pantheon Plus. They're having a really good time. Like that might have been Draq. That might have been Draq.
Oh, wow.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Well, I'm glad I can be a target.
Well, did you tell them to tune into the stream here tonight so that they can get good IDs on us? They know our voices. They know sort of our play style. They can sort of
Kind of figure out your play style, kind of how you
Yeah.
stand,
Yeah.
figure it out.
That's right.
This is why friends don't let friends PvP.
Yeah.
We're playing with Crowsinger, so she's not interested in PvPing at all.
Ever?
So, well, I don't think so. She played DAOC without PvPing at all.
Did she play on one of the servers where there was no PvP? I forget the name of that
I
server.
have no idea. Yeah,
Yes,
but
she did.
so we were cracking up about that last night. But Dimos and Marks and Random Rob were on DAOC today. On alternate characters playing DAOC. They're I think they're a little sucked in.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
ask you because they're so hardcore EQ people, right? Like,
Yeah.
was it going to be hard to get them to?
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is like, so they're still on the Thornblade server, which is the alternate Mischief server, right? So they're starting to get into the expansions where EverQuest gets super murky, right? And it starts to get super watered down. And this is really when like it started dying, right? And so those are tough expansions to do. It just becomes a raid fest, right? The only thing you do is raid. Grouping is you get mercs, which are just computer characters that you can control, and like the whole thing just becomes get your levels, get your AAs, and then raid.
So this was a good time to try and tempt them, lure them away from it.
Yes, I'm very tempting them.
You're the siren for another game.
We can move up to the top of the
Well, and we kind of did our run with Vanguard, and like you kind of run into a wall with that emulator where it's like you run out of stuff that's done well.
Yeah, the cool thing is though, if you go back like once a year, you can hit that wall, and the wall will be a little higher. Each
little
time.
higher, yep. No, totally.
And it'll be a little more fun.
Kill the
all
two
the
up
way
first.
Up again.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean it's nothing. It's just an emulator. It's not done yet.
Still working on it. Yep.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of your Vanguard highlights there, Draq, and that place where you guys went with all the dragons.
Yeah.
That place was
so cool.
So epic back in the day. That was such an epic place. I only went in there once or twice, and it was hard to find a group at that time, and I never really got to go too deep. I always wanted to go deeper in there, so I was like watching to see like when you guys finally figured out how to get down to the lower levels, because it took a little while. You're like, where is everybody? But man, that was cool. I really liked seeing that.
I was like, how long does it take to get here? Like, to fight through all this stuff. If we didn't have flying mounts and couldn't just skip to the end, how long does it take to get back there?
There were so many dragons in there, and so many, like, there was named ones. And
dude,
that would have been such a big fight every time.
They are packed in there. Tetsu has redeemed Therek Lorbit.
Ooh, I'm prepared.
Woohoo!
I prepared something ahead of time. Look at me. Okay, after this fight, I will do the lore bet.
Oh, we split. The three headed back.
Oh, the three went back. Okay.
That was an accidental Tetsu.
I heard Tetsu's name and I channeled him for a moment. Okay, so this fight's almost okay. So I'm going to read you a little bit of the tale of the Dark Myr. This is a Cryptfox request because he was feeling the Dark Myr tonight. So the Dark Myr hail from the planet of Isul, the race born at a time when our oceans were dying. Wars between ancient leviathans had erupted beneath the waves. In battles so fierce, even kingdoms on land were destroyed. But the gods of Isul did not stop the calamity, fighting with each other instead of giving aid. At last, one humble goddess named Sirenai begged the spirit of Isul for answers, manifesting herself in the depths. Isul gave Sirenai a sacred gift, the power to bring forth a single, new creation. With this gift, Sirenai fashioned the Myr, a race with kingly hearts and furious might. There you go.
Nice.
That's
Sit
really
back
cool.
and relax. It's time for the lore you know.
That's right.
I feel like that was not just a reading; that was a performance. Like you got your 4,000 points worth there.
Yeah, when that pronunciation video that you mentioned, Draq, the Dark Myr piece that I included in that was really funny because I brought it up, and JN's response is basically you can say it both ways, Dark Myr or Dark Myr. He says Dark Myr, Brad said Dark Myr, so both are valid. So
it's funny.
That lore that you gave there, Therek, it gave me Coralon vibes from D&D.
yeah, I don't know what that is, so I'll take.
Oh, Coralon is the god who the elves were born from.
I see. Well, good. That sounds worthy of that.
Yeah, I like to just pronounce it whichever way is currently making people the most angry.
I do like to poke the bear as well with that.
That's valid.
Tiny one.
They're coming out with a new Stream Deck. Did you guys see that?
No.
So it's got volume knobs on it. So you can adjust stuff with volume knobs. So like you can adjust Discord volumes and like you can set whatever you want to it.
That's pretty
You know
smart.
those like mixer boards they have in like professional audio sound studios. That's what Draq's gonna have in front of his computer with like
Dude,
those sliders. That
it's just
move on
gonna be
their
a
own and
pile of stuff over here on the side.
It's gonna look like the NASA, or they works at NASA. He's like got all these instrument panels everywhere.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Or like a recording studio soundboard.
Yeah.
I'm out of power.
I like all the things.
That was my last gasp. And I'm glad it was there. Because Nathan
Dang, that was a good
2
one.
health.
I know.
That was really close.
Oh, I need vegetable soup.
Oh, we got an exile spawn
There's
right
a
behind
3
you.
up. Yeah.
Don't move though. He'll stay there as long as we don't move.
Oh, stands in the fire redeemed. Drax, same old story. All right, so we're talking DAOC. We've been talking a little DAOC. So I talked Daimlos into being playing DAOC with me, Dark Ages of Camelot with me, and we rolled Hibernia because we just randomly picked one. I didn't even know it was Celts or Nature or anything. Well, we just saw the front screen, and I was like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Hibernia. That's what we're going with. And so we logged in, we created our characters, we played for like a week, and then we joined a guild. And the name of the guild was Wolf's Dragoons. And the guild leader was called Wolf.
So
And
you were
this-
one of his dragoons.
Yes, and so we were one of his dragoons, and we didn't know any better. We were just, a couple of dumb college kids, and so we're just sitting there doing that. Well, there's a feature, or at least there used to be a feature in Dark Ages of Camelot, where you can tax your guild to kind of offset the RVR stuff, because catapults and like upkeep of castles and all this stuff.
Rent for the guild house.
Right, rent for the guild house, whatever. There's tons of stuff in this game that costs a lot of money, more than like one person could do. So what you do is you get your guild and you have them tax them all, and they raise a lot of money. Well, this guy, what he did is he set the taxes to 20%. That's the most you can tax your people. And he set it for 20%, and then like we were in that guild for like 4 months, and then he left and took all the money.
Oh my god.
It was so funny, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, we should have seen this coming." Like,
Wow.
Dang.
so
That's messed up.
that's my story, my
Good new
DAOC,
banner.
one of my DAOC stories.
A nice healer banner there. That is hilarious. That is truly hilarious. That's like the first like scammer, but
Yes.
like in video game form.
Dave, that does that show with us, is the guy. He does MMO Taurus with me on my channel. He is the guy that did the Dark Age of Camelot. I was moving on to Final Fantasy 11, and so like I was like, not really playing much anymore. And David was like, can I become a co-guild leader so I can keep the guild going? I was like, yeah, that's fine. We were roommates at the time. Next thing I know, I decided to play Dark Age of Camelot again.
Oh, whoa!
we have
Ads,
run.
lots of ads.
Oh, run it off.
Oh, I'm down.
We'll come back for you.
Yeah, we'll come back
Sure.
for you.
So anyway, I come back to the game and everybody thinks I'm dead in real life. He told everybody I died. He took everything from the guild house, stole all the stuff, sold it. It was hilarious.
This corner isn't gonna work.
No, we need to keep going.
Another one.
Run. Run, Grip.
Yeah, I just wanted to get them on me if I could.
They should be falling off soon.
Yeah.
Some of them, yeah, they're starting to run back now. There they go.
Sparrow, you were able to get.
Not that
That's
range
Yeah.
one.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
We've still got a bunch coming
Oh,
for us here.
jeez. Never mind.
And we're gonna pick up some more here too.
Yeah, I think we got to go all the way out.
We gotta go all the way out. Yep.
Because we keep picking up new ones.
Yeah. Eventually, we'll just have a normal amount.
Here we go.
Train them if you don't like them.
That's just what I said.
And we got a wolf.
There's a wolf.
Golly.
What the
All
heck?
the way back to Raven Rock. It's ridiculous.
God, how do we drop aggro? We gotta end the stream. That's not how this works.
Well,
Oh
it
my
would be
God.
best. We're almost back at Raven Rock for you to. Oh, Spread's already back. Okay. Did somebody get you up?
Me? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good.
that's
good.
who I think.
All right. Let's see. If
Although
we can get
Tetsu
that.
might have gone down doing it.
Dude, this guy's
Like,
persistent.
that one.
He's all like,
Yeah. Let me get him off of you, Crips. You're about to die.
he's all like, let's go.
I slowed him.
Dude, you are living on the edge there, Cryptfox. Draq has the minus syndrome.
Like, I don't get too scared when I get low HP. I played Dark Knight in Final Fantasy 14, so
You're
You
used to
hit your-
1% health.
yeah, like 1 HP left, and you have 10 seconds to be topped off. Otherwise, you die.
Hey Nathan, do you know what I totally forgot about for DAOC that it took us a minute to figure out last night?
What's that?
When grouping with a large group
Uh-huh.
and you pull things,
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't pull one mob.
Nope.
It's impossible to pull one mob. If you have 8 people, it will pull 4 mobs every time.
Yep.
And
It's
we were
just
like-
hey, no easy street for you, buddy. You got a lot of people we're pulling for.
So we spent the first 30 minutes of the stream blaming random Rob for pulling extra mobs. We're like, Rob, what? Just like knock it off, man. Like and he's all like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. And we're like, whatever, dude. Like, come on, just stop.
Rob was actually innocent for once. Poor guy.
Dude, I looked because you talked about on the rewind how the Redditors were not impressed with the
Co-stream.
code stream or the monthly PA stuff.
Yeah. Right.
And so I looked on the Facebook group and it's pretty much the same thing.
The same. How does that happen? How can you? That's like somebody who's like given a house. They're like, here, we're gonna give you a house to live in. It's a beautiful house, got all the amenities, and they're like, this house is not big enough. Like dude, so little gratitude.
Also
Little-
vaporware.
yeah. Come on, man. Come on. I don't understand.
I
get it.
don't.
Because what he showed proves that Pantheon is exactly what it said it was going to be. So how that makes you mad, here's the deal. I know what it is. It's not P99. And guess what? It never was supposed to be. It never will be. That game is its own thing for its own. There's a group of people. I'm one of them. I like it. But those people will never be happy ever again. Like, they got happy in 1999, and that was the last time they'll be happy ever again. And
That's the last time they got to eat the cookie.
Yeah. Where's Bounty?
Not here.
That's the last time Bounty was happy, was 1999.
No, thankfully my neckbeard likes to play other games. That's
Yeah.
Bounty's
all that-
one of the sensible of the community.
Yeah.
But there's those
You-
that aren't.
You
know?
can play on P99 and be sensible. There are just
Yeah,
those
I
that are
do.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
We like our P99ers.
There's
Yeah.
people who play on P99, and then there's P99 people.
Yes. And I'm referring to the people. Yes. That is their defining characteristic is P99.
Ugh.
Although I will say, Bounty even told me if I hadn't have pulled him around to want to try all different MMOs, he would still be on original EverQuest, probably
See,
P99.
That's
Well, there's nothing wrong with I have found a game I like and I'm gonna play it, unless it bleeds over into and every other game is garbage and you shouldn't play them and you're bad for playing them and like it.
Yeah.
And
that's
that is the
annoying.
P99 people.
oh,
Oh,
Tetsu.
you
He
play
does
that?
like to
That
say if
sucks.
it's not P99, it's crap. So
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
but Bounty does it good naturedly.
yes, he does.
Yeah,
Whereas
he's
a lot of
playing.
people do not.
And I play with Bounty. We have a lot of fun with that,
Yeah.
but we're
Oh, yeah.
joking.
We all know I like Bounty.
Tetsu has a better question. Would you wait 6 months for a console release on Pantheon?
I would, because
No.
it would be
Oh,
so
yeah.
good for it, dude. It would be
Oh,
so
yeah.
good for it that I would. because
I
How
wouldn't.
would you play that on
I
console?
wouldn't. I
No.
wouldn't. But
It-
it would be so good for the game, dude. It would give it so much. New
It'd be
It would
very
be
good
horrible.
for VR.
Yeah, it'd be good for
Yeah.
VR, not for the game. It would make the game.
Guys,
they'd-
it's a limited action set. It would work on console perfectly, actually.
Yeah.
We got
Final Fantasy
three-
14
It'd be just
is,
like
I'm
ESO.
telling you.
We
I'm
got
telling
three-
you.
Sorry,
ups
I
there,
twitched.
guys.
I twitched. I didn't mean to.
We gotta run. We gotta run.
Okay.
Put up the weapons. Run away.
Yep.
Jump off the cliff. Whatever you gotta do.
I got 3 HP.
Crypt.
No,
Don't
where
look
are you?
into the light.
Yeah, the wind blows around. Crypt's gonna die.
I got 4 HP.
Hey, Crypt, pause for a second.
Oh, the Exile's coming up. I'm getting extras.
And
we got
go.
to run on.
And we're going.
We both got our heal off. Run, Stance. He's on you now.
I've got the AC. I could take some hits. It's fine. I just don't want to have to go back and pick up Crypt because I don't want to fight back in there with one
Yeah.
tank.
Yeah.
Well, see, like, I think it would be good for Pantheon to be on console just the way it would be on PC because of the limited action set.
Yep.
And we keep saying, there's too much division of, like, MMOs doing too much mainstream or theme park type of MMO stuff. But a lot of those
give console
people
players
could-
that option.
Yeah, let them see the game and experience the game how we experience the game, and then we'll grow the community even more. You don't
And
have
a-
to change the game.
I'm
And a lot
almost.
of people also aren't realizing that mouse and keyboard is a completely legitimate way to play on the new Xbox. Also, like it's completely
Oh.
supported.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah,
super
the-
interesting.
And here's the
The
deal: if they do
console
go to
market is-
console, go ahead, because I think we're.
No, I was
about
just
to
saying the console market. I think we're going the same place.
Yeah.
Is that the console market is a massive untapped audience, and if they could bring in a tiny fraction, that would be so much money coming in for VR to keep ramping up development. Like if they could, a tiny fraction.
would be a big deal for them.
Yeah.
Now they're not going to. In reality, if it ever does come to console, it'll be later, way down the line. Pantheon's doing great, on PC, and they see the potential and they got the funds, and maybe. But I don't think it's likely. I
It's
think
not gonna
very
be on
unlikely.
release.
I think it would be a good idea, honestly.
Do you guys remember that? So a couple years ago now, they did that stream where it was like Joppa, Smedley, a couple other of
Oh,
like
yeah.
Oh
designers.
yeah.
Do you remember?
Oh,
Smedley
boy.
was like, if you're not putting your game on console, you're not doing it right. And Joppa's like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Well, I mean, my
That was
first
pretty
MMO was EQOA, so.
Here's the deal.
I'm
Here,
biased.
yeah, here's the deal for me. Like, I don't mind when your game is developed for PC and then they port it to console. What I mind is when you are developing your game with the console in mind and then you port it to the PC. Those games are 100% out for me. Like, it's just a no.
Yeah, me
I
too.
It's
agree.
a
I
hard
agree.
no.
I agree. So here's the problem with it, and this is what gets on my nerves. So generally, when a Western developer makes an MMO and they're like, "Hey, we're making this for PC and console," because it's also for console, they cheapen out on
Right.
the
Mhm.
how many abilities, the way the combat works. It's all very not nerdy. You know what I mean? They make it
Yep.
like that kind of like. I don't know how to say it, the cool kids kind of combat or whatever.
When-
And
when
it ends
you-
up being lame because it's not a lot of depth to it. And here's why I say that, because Final Fantasy 14 was like, we're making this for console and for PC. We found a solution to have 32 freaking active abilities on a controller, period. Like we're not trying to cheapen it. We're not trying to make it, only 4 things you can do.
We're doing this because we found a way to make it work.
Yeah, and that's how it should be done. And now that they've proven it, that's how everybody should do it because it works. It's really, really good. It's a good system. Makes a lot of sense. Especially, I just went back not too long ago and was trying my best to get through the newest expansion for Final Fantasy 14, and I never realized on console you could put 2 crossbars. And when you do that, you actually have 32 abilities are right there at your fingertips. Like, just as easy as it is to click a macro or my MMO mouse or whatever, I can get to it on a controller. It's pretty innovative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For
I'm
me-
with Draq. As long as it's one way, as long as it is developed one way, PC first, do later what you want. If you want to do a console version,
Yeah.
I mean, sure, but don't do it the other way around.
Don't make
Bring
it
the
for
console people along
Yeah.
for the ride. That's perfectly fine. I don't care. But we're not developing for the console because that is when you get into garbage.
I think everybody would agree with that.
Well, I think of it in the sense like companies make a game and they try to cater to particular audiences, and when they do console MMO first, then make it for PC, they're catering to the play style of the stereotype of console player.
Absolutely.
But I think if Pantheon develops for PC, which they are, and they want to do it where they can include console players, you've already developed the game with the mindset that this game is community, it is talking, all of those tenets, and you're just making it available to the console player. And people on console like things like that too. So if you keep that in perspective, it'll be fine.
Yeah, but the technology is getting cool, right? Like Steam Deck or Steam Deck, right?
Yeah.
That's just basically a console that plays computer games.
Yeah, it just uses a Linux wrapper and lets it go.
Let you go. All right, everybody. Well, it's come to that time. We are going to play our outro, and then we are going to raid Sweet D Willie, and you will remember him because he did the Naked Gnome race with us. So he's up streaming, so we're gonna give him a raid. Everybody have a great night, and wave bye to the people. Bye bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.